Twitch. It's been forever since I
Yes.
actually got to sit in the DM seat.
Yeah, Ravnica's back!
Because I kept getting thrashed by retail and all that other fun life stuff, but guess who's finally back?
I found all my corpses.
Yes. We're finally back with Ravnica. And it's time for a recap. There was a lot of shit that I barely remember. So, if I remember correctly, we had Victor do a bunch of crazy stuff, but really I think this last few sessions that I barely remember mainly revolved around Chrysophene.
I decided to go kill the crab, who was an asshole.
Because the party because Chrysophene wanted to hunt down Crab Man who framed the nice lady that everyone met at the Rakdos Circus named Ochiti.
I kind of want to eat him.
And suddenly everybody wants to murder this Crab Man for their own reasons.
Hey, he tried to kick a kitten.
Oh yeah, did that actually happen?
Yeah, he tried to kick a kitten.
Oh yeah! Well no, his circus did.
Yeah, I need to find those kittens.
You gave them to kids.
Oh, I forgot. I did
Yeah,
find
no,
them.
you saved the kittens.
It has been a long time after all.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
that's why we're recapping, so we know where the fuck we're going.
Okay, cat tribal for Victor 2023.
Yes, anyways. So, with that aside, all we gotta do now is kind of remember everyone's motivation for this entire run. So far, all we know, Christophene's wanted to take up the debt and try to collect the debt on the Crab Man, so...
We tried to go through the sewers, but it triggered some traumatic memories.
That and an actual encounter with actual Golgari cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Where is Meep? Where are you?
We may see him again someday. Just, you know, his corpse is gone.
For now.
We don't know where he went.
Well,
Oh
you
right,
shall-
Victor's experiment blew up.
And then reformed. Where are you?
But yeah, so now we're sitting at the Rakdos Carnival.
I need to find Meep.
Rakdos Carnival.
Indeed, I forgot to set up my screen.
Oh wait! I think I have some friend. I actually have someone who might be able to help us. I almost forgot.
Oh, wrong thing. Accidentally, why show on Discord? There we go. If we could get to another map that's not the sewer and get the initiative tracker down.
Got it. Give me a second. Let me just clean up this other map.
Fair enough. I have Xenoblade music playing because that's the music I play for D&D
I forgot.
Xenoblade.
Christopher, did you bring any bodyguards with you?
No.
I brought Meep.
Okay, cool.
Right,
How
I have
much
an
wool-
entire freaking entourage because I'm an Orzhov person.
This is Ravnica. You don't have a fucking army at your beck and call. You're a bitch.
Oh yeah, I also have Id, Victor's daughter.
But
I give little children.
Then I also have ego myself, because another thing that happened to Victor.
Yeah, although I think the Moggen are at home right now.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Meanwhile, Presley, say hello to your adoption project.
What?
Oh yeah, you weren't originally there at the session. It's guess what manic structure it is?
Golgari?
Better.
Demir?
Sultan.
Oh god damn it.
The way you said Sultai! Sultai!
oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this group is a
that's
lot
right,
more
that-
chaotic because I'm not in charge of shit.
let the record show that I did roll at least 100 to make this. And I did run it through...
No, hold on. You rolled
Richard.
remember correctly, it's over 250 that you rolled total.
Okay. So I'm just gonna reuse this map because honestly, pretty fucking large.
Fitting.
And because the tent has a lot of space.
That makes sense, honestly. Like, I would not be surprised if they're very lazy and they just reuse the same type of tent structure.
I mean, do you see how big this map is?
It's a big map.
Sorry, but you're missing Todd. You have Amber, you're
Oh.
missing Todd. Get two rules right now with me.
God, okay, hold on a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forget. Did we make? I forget. What is? Did we have like a green thingy or blobby thing for meat?
There's Tommy.
Not Tommy Tinkertoy, but Tommy Homunculus.
I
Tommy.
forgot there was two different Tommies.
Both of which wear gold plate.
And there's two Fredericks, oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Spider.
Now there's two wolves.
God, now that makes me wonder how many time shenanigans are gonna get involved once we get into the Planeswalker campaign.
Oh, none,
Oh,
because
God.
Librasum is going to be completely cut off from all that.
Oh God, thank God, because otherwise.
I have a deity dedicated to cutting Librasum off from multiverse shenanigans.
God, that would cause so many time fucks.
Meanwhile, in Everon.
Meat! Expressly. We're gonna have to explore meat at some point instead of just leaving them as a joke that the audience knows nothing about.
It'd be funny if like Meat found a way back and basically became like a mentally retarded version of what is the name of that one famous Vecna? I would be very interested in mentally challenged Vecna in the form of Meat.
Okay. Anyways, so I need to clear out this queue.
I need
So-
to find Meat.
You all find your way up through the sewer ducts into the tent after an encounter with actual cannibal Golgari Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, so is there any other paranoid fears everyone would like to discuss? Personally, I'm not a fan of balloons. I'm not frightened of them, but I do not prefer them. They're kind of distracting and really fun to play with.
Victor, roll me a perception check.
That will be probably very low, knowing Victor's attention span. And the fact that I use watermelons and other fruit for communication in my lab.
Right, but someone's gonna quickly just say, minus the fear of losing every single part of my family, again, not much.
Okay, so healthy amount of childhood trauma. Good. Also, I got an 8, as expected.
Oh. Okay, so you kind of turn around idly as there is a whole ass balloon twice the size of your head right in your face, uncomfortably close, with a very uncomfortable looking smile, and it just has the word "hi" written on it in what you could assume to be blood.
Must resist the urge to make more chaos. Not handling
As
well.
you kind of
Tommy
look
proceeds
down,
to
you
pop
hear,
it.
as you kind of hear giggling, you look down to see an imp literally holding the balloon up and laughing at you.
Aww. I'm gonna kick it.
The imp
Okay.
or the...
What? This is tradition. If you go into a Rakdos establishment, you must first wipe your feet.
Are you going to roll a melee attack?
I will do you one better.
Oh no.
Have you ever used shocking grasp with your foot?
How can you grasp with your foot, though?
How do you grasp with your foot, though?
Monkey. My answer is monkey.
Return to monk.
Return to monkey.
Retract humanity, return to monkey.
No, like
Whoever made that meme.
I would legit be ecstatic if I had opposable thumbs on my feet.
Dude, that would be kind of cool. Although, you wonder what shoe design is. I feel like it'd be a lot more uncomfortable trying to get them in. They'd probably be wider. I think we'd probably just do more sandals.
That, or you just use, like, bandages and wrap them up.
Not true.
That
Ooh.
too, yeah.
I could see that society being cool. We get to get more calluses on our feet.
Or just be like a hobbit and don't have shoes at all.
Ooh. Except for not like Frodo. He got cut his foot on some glass at the creek during film production. Yeah, fun fact, I learned that.
Hey,
They actually had to halt production for a while because he actually got injured because he stepped on a broken glass model.
Ugh.
Yes.
Anyway,
Not a funny
can we move on to this a little bit?
Getting the dirt off of my shoes via the powers of electrostatic cleaning in someone's face.
Well,
Get
let's-
someone's face.
Dude,
Let's
this
see
is
the
Ragnar.
cops of the dead.
This is normal. There's no need to provoke people. It's just gonna happen inevitably, so you gotta have fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and kick them.
Okay, shocking foot clean. Yeah. Okay.
I should roll nat 20 on this.
hey guys, I'm gonna go take a shower.
Let's play here.
Okay. 27.
Uh,
And if he has metal on him, it's even easier. But he's an imp, so I doubt that.
So, with that,
Ah, childhood. Kick. Just like mother used to.
Kick you?
No! Teach me to kick others. Now I understand how parenting works.
Oh wait, how is Tommy doing with the sword I gave them?
Tommy is playing with it and making it make helicopter noises.
helicopter.
Helicopter. So I need to electrostatic clean my shoes, so that is how much damage it did to the grime that has now been inserted on his face.
Okay, with that, let me check again. Yeah, roll damage.
16.
Yeah, you just kind of kicked his head clean off.
He shoots and he scores!
The balloon, however, has static and is clinging to your face.
Cyril just brings out one of his arrows and just pops the balloon.
As you try to pop it, the arrow gets stuck and it makes a fart noise. As you realize this balloon isn't just made of rubber. Upon you feel it up, Victor, it is made of, in fact, human skin.
Ah, just like mother used to make.
Yep. Specifically,
Again,
very
family.
questionably sourced human skin. Probably not from any vital organs.
what do you think? Where do you think I got made? Oh, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. This is the easiest place to get them. You can just attend a show and work. The best part, I can write it off as a tax break. Plus, it's for work.
So Bro's just gonna go on top of Amber again and just kind of slowly go ahead a little bit as the rest of you are messing that up.
Okay, Tommy, enjoy your new balloon. Congratulations, it's complimentary of Pakivano.
Yep.
That's the thing. And Victor, are you coming along or no?
Oh, we're moving? Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the gloriously fun balloon. After all, this is how you start your day at the circus. Enjoy yourself, relax, and then kick someone's head off. You know, just a traditional way. Hey, where do you think Frederick went?
Probably inside of his master's eye sockets, because remember, that's how his master sees.
Well, home is where the heart is, although I'm not sure the heart is supposed to be located in the brain. Yet again, I'm not fully sure how I got made. Who am I kidding? I know exactly how it was made. It was written down! Hey, you doing okay, Wingy? You doing okay, Wingy?
She does not respond.
Anyways, as you all reach one section, the gate just kind of closes as two performers are just kind of, two very large bouncers are kind of cutting you off right here. Business.
Pleasure!
One just kind of chuckles at that, the other just kind of kicks him in the
Come on, you
groin.
gotta do harder than that.
He kicked him in the groin. The other bouncer went down.
Good job.
The other bouncer just kind of spits and he goes,
Sorry, but I like to quickly
"And
do
why
something.
you're here, especially them," points at the others. Like, they're not paying attention to you, Victor. Oddly enough, they do kind of look at the fact that you have a different guild crest, and they just kind of are like, "Ah, no longer part of the fun, are you?"
Dobrel's
We
actually.
still visit from time to time. Oh yeah, tell Jekyll I said hi.
By the way, Dobrel's actually hiding their signal. Remember, like hiding their stuff a little bit.
How you gonna be able to hide? You look like a freaking walking topiary card.
Says the man whose hands are constantly.
Do you
flaming
guys
up
have a
and down.
ticket?
It depends. One for, let's see, an illegal fine, or are we talking to enter in? Either case, I probably have both.
The former. I mean, the latter.
Dirty 20 intimidation.
Let's see. Checking the will of you guys.
I was waiting for Sam to say something. I was just stalling to make it extra awkward for them.
I was gonna try to do intimidation as well with my role of saying business, but you go first. Don't worry.
You know, I just realized Ravnica is basically what happens if you combine like the corporation taking over situation in like most sci-fi novels and apply that to like if they did gang wars straight up in the streets.
Not really, because, like...
No, I mean like keyword like pre-Guild Pact.
Pre-Guild Pact, yeah.
Yeah, like essentially it is kind of in a weird way. What would happen if New Capenna was less illegal?
Less illegal?
Well, law is very subject to matter of change when literally everyone's breaking it.
These two blood-frayed giant bouncers are just kind of standing at you, looking you guys down. And what was your intimidate again?
Dirty 20.
They look a little startled. One even pulls up their chains and just kind of, they both sort of, one kind of gets up and just start handing their chains to kind of wall you in a bit.
I just, like, slightly shift my scythe that I've been using as a, like, to help balance me walk.
We're here for business, and I'd rather not deal with you guys. Sorry about that. Just, we want to deal with some crab that you have back in the personally.
He's not here. We were coming here to rest.
Oh, this is the rest location. Okay, never mind.
One guy kind of in the very far corner goes, "Oh look, we got some interguild junkies, and one dumb traitor."
Bring Ochiti. I'll talk to her.
They want to talk to Ochiti, do they?
Hey, I'm just gonna do something real quick, so I'll check my character sheet.
Must resist the urge to do spontaneous bullshit via the powers of victory. Must resist. You can see Victor is like sweating, but not in fear, but in excitement. He's
So
like,
I'm gonna toss.
yes.
I'm just gonna do 10 goals from my
Yes.
inventory, and just toss 10 gold at each of them for the tickets you can rest.
Oh, we got a real rich boy here, do we? He's bringing 2 little bitch puppies and wearing stupid leaf armor.
Hey, question. Legally, does that count as assault via a what's the word? Oh yeah, and then I'm just gonna get bored of this and go, hey, can we stab them now, or is that no?
Not yet. Let's wait a bit.
To marinate in the inevitable. Got it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I see your logic there.
Wow, look at you people.
Also a good
Oh,
roast.
I know who you are, Victor. You're just a little amalgamation. I would say we should send you back to your mother, but she's already in pieces.
I'm going to immediately fucking punch him.
He's further up on the stage. You punched the wall.
Do you think I need to be next to him to punch him? Yeah, there are many things that you can mock about Victor. Never mock his mother.
So
Oh, boy.
Is this
I
gonna be
wasn't sure
combat?
I wasn't expecting, but it might just be that.
What the fuck did you expect? What the Rakdos Carnival and you have me?
Excuse me, but I couldn't say anything. I'm gonna join Victor by shooting the guy in the nuts.
Ah.
Okay, as you do, you notice one thing that's a little off. As the arrow is finished from connecting, you hear a cling, but the arrow didn't connect. Rather, it comes back cut perfectly sliced in half. But where the guy jumped for a second wasn't even because of the arrow you shot at him. In fact, there was a knife thrown from a different direction.
Let's see. So which spell would be a best one from a distance?
Immediately, though, the rest of the whole crowd and the lampooners that were mocking Victor and his mother, they fall silent for a second.
Because you don't want to fuck
No,
with
they don't care
no.
about that. They're not looking at you. They're looking at something else.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
It's way
So they immediately are looking, going, "Oh, great!" Immediately, you just kind of hear like something like a purr or something as the 2 bouncers, literally walling you off with their chains, look down at something behind the chains that you can't quite see. They nod, and then they drop them and pull them back to their sides as Ochidi stands in front of you once more.
Oh, I was about to set something on fire. Good timing.
I understand, darling, but we were needing them intact for a show today.
Ah, pity, but understandable. Show business must go on, whether it be a corpse or a person. So otherwise, how's your day been?
Quite fine, other than the occasional lampooner over there causing minor inconveniences.
Oh, don't worry. He'll live for today. Keyword today. I'll wait for him after the show.
If he survives the show, that is.
Good. Give me front row seats.
Ochidi, we could.
Fuck. I forgot the pieces get weird.
Ochidi, we could use some place to rest. We had an eventful day so far.
You know, this tent isn't really the best place to rest, right, darling?
It's the best place we know of. Plus, we could ask you some questions.
Here
I know
isn't a
it-
good place. Please, follow me.
Yeah, I was just gonna
He
suggest
just
my
kind of
cousin.
walks past you and just kind of gives the 2 bouncers a glare, and they just kind of nod. Still kind of glaring at you lot.
As we pass on by while the lampooner is kind of just still doing his thing, I would like to do one thing as we leave.
And that is.
Okay, what is the most evil thing I can do with prestidigitation?
Oh?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Let's see. Here we are. 1 second. Machine work. Ah, here we are. I would like to jokingly make his entire outfit pink for the next hour. But I'm going to leave an outline on his chest of a dick. So that it looks normal. Have it preferably pointing up towards his throat as much as possible to make it awkward. And kind of
roll an Arcana check, will you? Given the distance.
You're asking Victor Yosef, professor of multichromatic magic theory, to roll Arcana. The skill that he has in space.
Let's see how I roll it this time, buddy.
Fun fact, I get that with double proficiency.
Okay.
And advantage, if I remember correctly.
1 second, making sure that it actually added it on right.
Probably did. It's plus
And, okay, so I believe that is a 24, right?
Yeah, 24.
Okay. You don't just draw a dick outline. It arrives in neon pink.
Yeah. Oh.
And
It is like a goddamn neon sign on this guy's upper chest, pointing toward his throat. Like the balls are sagging and everything.
It's veiny. That will be as much detail as I'll go into.
So Rod's gonna quickly say this. That's a new way to put it on a dickie.
Victor gets a chuckle out of that one and goes, "This kid, I'm glad this guy's on our team."
He just kind of immediately like claps his hands. Something to note, okay, Victor, roll a perception check.
Ah, my worst of all stats. Hooray. 3.
You immediately find your head bumping into a very crude puppet of your mother that's dancing around and laughing at you.
You know, I accept this one. This one's good.
Like, it is very horribly made. Like, you know, the same shitty quality as the Jake's puppet?
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's good quality. After all, they don't know it.
As your head bumps into it and it laughs at you, it actually fell apart.
Wow, just like your act.
And this is why you're not in the circus.
Yeah, and that's why you're the clown.
Come on, let's go.
Rule 1 of being related to the Rakdos, you have to learn how to aggressively laugh at other people's expense.
So as you all kind of leave, so far you only know a few places. With Rakdos, there is almost never a place that you can sleep safely, save for only a few.
There's my cousin's place. But that's debatable. How do you like
I'm
rooming
just gonna
with an
recycle
actor
this because I'm feeling lazy.
No,
You find yourself at the same place you were at before. This seedy nightclub that, like before, is more like an inn that has a very shoddy kind of old-timey sort of look. As you immediately find Oshi kind of pulling up to the thing and just going, "Viper darling, we need another night. These guys, as you can see, my friends here are looking very horrible." He pulls
Wait,
up from
hold
behind the desk and he goes, "Oh god, yeah, you guys look worse for wear." Unfortunately,
Wait, hold on. We're at the same place from last time, right?
Yes.
Victor says, hold on, walks out the door, closes it for a second, kicks it down. Okay, now everything is set back in order.
Viper just kind of looks very done with your shit, but he just kind of knew that would happen. As he waves a finger, the door fixed itself.
Oh my goodness, you learned that trick too!
He doesn't give you a glance or a grin, he just looks done with your shit.
Sorry about last time.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I already cooked dinner. Have a seat.
Ah. If it's Rakdos cooking, it probably tastes funny.
Funny enough. Okay, you know what? All of you
I
roll
did not
history.
hear.
All of you roll history.
Okay, history then. Okay.
In a funny way, I just realized, why did I not make a Rakdos character? But then I remembered I'm playing an Izzet character, which is just the same thing, but smarter.
8.
I don't know, 27.
Natural 20.
Okay. So, out of everybody, Persephine and Victor, you recognize a lot of these dishes as not being part of the typical Rakdos menu.
Oh my
None
god.
of it is deep fried or anything.
Oh my
like-
goodness. Health concerns.
Like,
That's
Here's the thing, though. As Christophine, you were the one who rolled the natural 20. You immediately know these recipes and all the dishes prepared were not prepared under the Rakdos Guild. In fact, you recognize them from only a few select spots in the Celestian Conclave, or rarely they're on very expensive ends of the Orzhov Syndicate.
Fancy.
As you could tell, they were prepared by a master chef.
Did you come by this somehow or make it on your own?
I learned a few tricks.
Well,
And
do you have
courtesy
any?
of Grandma Tree Trunks. I'm sure you've all met her.
Do you have any tricks for catching a crab, as it were?
I heard you had
Raises
to
his
boil.
eyebrow. Crab?
Crackness.
Ochita looks kind of upset as Viper just kind of whispers something in an unknown language to her. As she immediately just kind of seems to almost like growl at him a bit, but then leave the room.
What language was it in particular? Because
Um,
I know Abyssal.
Draconic.
I know.
Ah.
Oh wait, I might know that one actually.
Let me check Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia,
It's like my favorite language. Yeah, I know this one.
Okay. Roll perception, Victor.
My favorite skill.
So, should I roll step 2?
Oh my god. Wait, you didn't have advantage, did you?
No, of course not. It's Victor.
Quick
You
question.
vaguely made out the words, I don't know. Are you really sure about this?
Excuse me, but quick question. I know Draconic. Should I roll as well?
Yes. Would you like to listen in?
Yes.
Okay, you managed to make out minor concerns between Ochidi and Viper. You managed to make out that Ochidi had some second thoughts about them if they were really trying to come collect Rakdos' dead or something. Viper said simply, he'll handle it, and ushered her out of the room.
Everyone just nods softly, just petting both Todd
He
and
then just
Amber.
kind of prepares like a line of drinks, mixed some assorted juices, but also some ale for those who want it.
Crispinade just gulps down the ale.
Tommy and Victor will just take the juice because juice has to taste better.
Is it crab juice?
No, it is actually fresh limeade, lemonade, and cranberry juice.
Oh my goodness, that is so sour. I want it.
Pepper just kind of was like, fresh from the garden outside.
You have a garden out here?
There are many
That's
things
probably-
you don't know about me.
Did that garden get grown the last time we were here?
No, it's just in the back. I just never showed you it.
You missed the joke there.
Nah, I do. I just didn't want to acknowledge the fact that I had to clip so many things out of one of the rooms. He gives the ranger there a death glare.
He looks up and just like shrugs.
All jokes aside, I'm guessing you guys are gonna stay for one night in particular?
Just need to recover.
I see, I see.
Probably nice.
Are there any ways down? Are there any ways to get to Cactus without going through the sewers?
Well, we don't work for free, but a couple gold Xenos should cover all of you, roughly.
How many
We're not-
exactly?
I mean, considering we're the Rakdos, we usually charge about a few silver, but for all of you, and considering the mission you're on, just 2 gold Xenos for the whole party will do.
Just drops them onto the table.
And I'll throw in, as part of the bargain, look, I understand you all are after the current standing ringmaster, yes? While I don't necessarily agree with him myself, I'm not sure I can necessarily condone you hunting him down and killing him.
Let me guess. Dracnos connection? Or is it really
Somewhat.
dangerous?
Yes and no.
You don't have to condone it, you just have to allow it.
Roll insight.
Uh,
Everyone who's talking to Viper, roll insight.
Ah, my other favorite skill. Never mind, not one.
Oh!
17!
I'm just listening. By the
Okay,
way.
Victor, you could tell that Viper isn't quite telling you the whole truth with what he's saying. That he seems to have a bit of hesitation when he's mentioning, I can't condone it per se. Like he doesn't come off as someone with heavy Rakdos ties. In fact, he seems like he and his place are somewhat a little out of place, but not quite enough to the point where you'd think that something's off.
Ah,
In
come
fact-
on, just give us the full story. I know that you don't give 2 shits about this fucker. For Pete's sakes, if anything, you'd probably rather see it boiling, but personally don't feel adjusted. Come on,
You
spill
did-
the bean!
He just kind of looks towards the stairs, looks up a bit, and just kind of goes over toward the stairs, and you could hear him shut one door, and then come back down and shut another door with a wave of his finger, and he goes, okay, if you really want to know, I don't necessarily care if he lives or dies, but I only care enough to the point that you know my main stayer Ochidi does. And she means a lot, so knowing that she'll be in a bit of emotional turmoil, I'm not exactly happy about this, but I'm not a fan of that crab myself, so I
Is-
can't
is she still
necessarily
here?
stop you. Nah, she went upstairs, and so that's why he shut the door.
Okay.
He
How about
put the weight of his debt on her, and yet she doesn't want him to pay for that? Any form of revenge?
He kind of steps back behind the bar, finishes cleaning a glass, and he just kind of then he slams his fist on the counter, like, no, you're absolutely right. What he did was reprehensible. To one of his
normal.
own.
even my mother wouldn't do something like that. To kick him in the groin, maybe stab them a little, but never sell someone's soul. That's Rakdos' deal, not ours.
Look, we all understand that the syndicate just wants to collect what's theirs.
I'm
And I
not
don't
on
necessarily
official
agree with
business. I'm on personal business here. Old habits die hard, you could say.
Logic, you. Logic.
You just can't allow that he sold her own someone else's soul and is just getting away with it.
I guess
What are
maybe-
you, some Boros angel?
Where do you think my kind came from?
He stops for a minute, ponders a bit. That actually makes sense.
500 is a lot. 500 years is a lot longer than 15.
Right. I apologize. I didn't mean to insult you.
That's fine. Just remember.
Look, I can't really tell you exactly where he'll be, but I can tell you one thing. He usually stays in this one room of the tent when I do have to arrive at a few shows, and yeah, usually it pops by the other's place. He kind of mentions one part. He pulls out a small map of the large tent that's usually set up in multiple areas, which is kind of the same tent. They just kind of remember how to structure it. And he even keeps one of the blueprints because he has to occasionally write. You can tell there's a lot of scribbling on it from other stuff. Like, you can tell some of it is his scribbling, and you can tell it's someone else who has more unique looking scribbles. You can probably guess it's Ochidi, but regardless, there's one part of the map that looks a bit like that looks a bit hard with more storage and financial affairs. And then there's the office from before. That was like right next door. And you guys remember from one part, every part of the circus you did explore, the storage unit was one part you never did.
Well, that we did for stealing getting requisitions in the form of illegal fireworks.
Actually, that was within the office. You never quite got through the whole storage unit. In fact, they were posted right outside, but you never opened the door. So honestly, it's hard to say what they're storing in that room, or heck, what could even be worthwhile taking in that room.
But the scraps show up there a lot more than the main office, though.
Well, we usually meet over there when he has to tell me when I have performances to do myself, and although I don't have very many, I do end up having to go and talk to him whenever he does expect me to pull off a firework or two.
So that's basically
As he says, it must be perfect. Nothing less will suffice.
So that's
you
where
need a firework manufacturer.
I already know how to handle most magical fireworks, but I'll admit I haven't had very much contact with the Izzet Guild, as one of my associates has. Our relations have kind of soured, and he cut me off.
Understandable.
question: was it
He
the
was
goblin in the newspaper?
Huh?
Was it the goblin in the newspaper?
He looks at the window for a second and just tilts his finger to close it. Okay. Look, yes, there was one goblin in the newspaper. I may or may not know him. But, that wouldn't have to be the incident about the Zeppelin, was it?
Victor, do you
The
have the
condom
newspaper on you?
I think I still have one in my backpack. Tommy!
He looks at the newspaper and he kind of turns a little pale.
Oh, that guy! Yeah, the dude who made a giant condom balloon.
Yeah, no, that was his roommate. But, yeah, that is the same. The goblin who he was roommates with, yes, that's him.
So, we take care of this little problem for you, and...
What, you expect me to just look the other way when you're off killing one of the ringmasters?
Yes!
That was blood.
Okay, look. I'll definitely do that, but I also want one more condition.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to kill him and make it look like an accident.
Accidents aren't really my forte. And
That's my specialty!
And to be honest, it's at the circus. Nobody would judge a stray dagger or an arrow going up someplace it shouldn't.
I could also just set the tent on fire.
That's fair. Look, I don't want to be in any way associated with the Ringmaster's death. That's all.
all you have to do is look the other way and make sure all our tracks are hidden.
Alright. He kind of looks at the 2 gold you put down and goes, this will more than suffice for the meal. And the room lodgings. I've recently got them refurbished. You'll find that they're top quality. Celestian cotton.
Ooh. Time to rest on one of those ones.
Oh, now I know for sure where you got that. And then glances over at Sovereign Realm.
Sunrose looks up. Trust me, it wasn't the cotton I used that day. I would know.
Look, Celestians are good at making quality product. But design-wise, I know the Izzet are usually the ones, but those 2 quarrel so much that I just want to buy a fucking pillow.
By the way, I actually would recommend the fur over the cotton usually. The fur tends to get a little bit more silky in the feeling when your head's down, over the cotton which is more fluffy.
If you need it, you need inter-guild exports, you could just call my place. Seriously, we have everyone from like every guild.
He just kind of rolls his eyes. Do you have a card?
But of course, we have the powers of prestidigitation, and also the fact that I have a quill that can write anything down.
He kind of takes
You
your
have a piece
card
of
and
paper?
examines it over and exchanges his own business card
Nice.
of the Viper's Nest with his own like special signature.
But Viper, I hope that recommendation helps you very much there.
Look, I understand you all are here on very ugly business, and frankly, this is typical of the Rakdos Circus. I just kind of don't like the fact that I know Ochi over there is going to be very upset with the results. But I will help you. And frankly, I know some of you have business with the goblin I mentioned anyway, so there's nothing much I can do to stop you either way. All I can do is just fill your drinks, give you a place to stay for the night, and send you on your way.
Don't expect much beyond that.
Unless you all need something else in particular. By the way, some of you want to roll insight again to try and see if you can find out why he knows so much.
Yeah,
I have a general idea already, and I think I can read it pretty damn well without having to say it out loud.
Oh,
He kind of
16.
looks at Presley. Okay, he kind of all you do notice he does kind of eye Presley's character in the back with sort of a raised eyebrow as he seems to nod something back, and then he just kind of then focuses back on the conversation towards you guys. And you notice that his character hasn't said anything. Presley's character hasn't said anything, not even just because he's not here, but because he just hasn't talked much.
But I'd like to do something real quick. Before we go up there, I'm going to quickly put down a big pie from basically one of the tree trunks right on the table for some preferred you. Just tried this a little as well last time.
Oh yeah.
His eyes light up immediately as he takes a sniff and he just goes, "This must have been made at least an hour ago."
It was.
It's been through the sewer, though.
Trust me, I take care of all my things in the bag of holding.
Still
I'm
been
sure
through the
that-
sewer. Just saying.
While this is happening, Victor does use one particular cantrip and kind of just says, "That reminds me, I have a little message to send, but I think only a certain amount of people can read it." As I pull out a thought strand, because as a cantrip, that is relatively easy for me to cast.
Viper just kind of seems to swell a bit as you pulled out a thought strand.
I know a lot of magic, and I find this is the easiest way to give people messages without necessarily having to read their mind. I don't know, it's more fun. You get to flick it around and play with it. as I give it to him.
He nervously takes it and just kind of listens to it as it just kind of enters his skull.
It's okay. We know who you are. And to trust me when I say, I'll keep in touch.
He turns pale for a second, looks around the room, takes a deep sigh as he just kind of finishes polishing off one glass and goes, "Are you guys going to try the meal, or is it going to just sit there and get cold?"
Hey, Doc, I've been eating in between these guys chatting. First rule of practice circus, eat fast! You never know when someone's going to steal your plate.
That's fair. He just
So
kind
what-
of immediately, he immediately just kind of puts the pie in the oven just to kind of keep it fresh.
I think that's a
And
piece
then
out.
kind of takes a second platter of what looks to be like very well done, like mushroom sausage kind of platter, and goes, "I kind of got this shipment from the recent end of the Golgari. Funny enough, they tend to make mushrooms pretty well."
I won't deny that. And they're also a great supplier. Of more than just mushrooms, I mean.
It's like a lot of like sliced portobello, and they're all kind of sort of sautéed with onions and like. Funny enough, there's not only sausage, but there's like strands of bacon in it, like crispy and like crushed throughout the dish. You can tell Viper put a lot into this meal.
Okay, I just realized how much.
You also make pretty
cheese
good. All the mushrooms they make there also in Bulgaria make pretty good stews. But they've been
They're
made-
good quality weed.
Yeah. Weed.
Yeah, that dude was cool.
Well, Celestian tends to be a little bit stronger about that. Saying
Oh,
how
I still have one of those.
I know, I give it to you myself.
Anyways, he kind of reaches into his vest and pulls out one section of the map that was highlighted that he kind of had in a separate pocket and just hands it to Chrysophene. He typically stands around there. This is where he usually gives out orders for the show during the day, before the night show.
Got it.
Chrysophene.
And hands it to Victor.
Memorized, done. I pull out two pieces of paper and copy it. Done.
Alright.
And I just hand the other two back to you
He
guys.
just kind of has been like pulling out a sheet of paper, kind of going over the documentation of. You can tell he. Actually, you know what? All of you run a Arcana check.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh boy, a lot of hectic checks.
32.
Okay.
Victor, master
You
of
immediately
knowledge.
look down at the paper and can read it. Viper has legitimately been putting in a plea with the Orzhov Syndicate. Like, you can tell it has like their insignia and everything. He has been writing up a plea to try and waiver the whole debt on Ochidi. Like, you could tell he has been working on this, and just from the amount of how high the paperwork is, he has been not getting any sleep over it.
Didn't I pay off her debt with
You did.
stuff we stole?
Yeah.
He doesn't know that though.
Oh.
He just kind of looks stressed at the paperwork.
I don't want to tell him because this is funny.
The girl notices this and just nudges you a bit. Like, imagine that was your family member with that type of debt. Would it be funny if you had all that stress, knowing that your children might be in danger of conflict?
Did you not see me duplicate two maps? I do paperwork already for that.
I know, I'm just
He
saying
just
though.
kind of nervously hands the paperwork over. Since you're with the Syndicate, would you mind turning this in?
Yes, I think I will.
You kind of look it over. He actually was putting in a plea. He doesn't actually know that you've already bought off the debt.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm rolling deception currently.
Oh, you can tell you're hiding something.
I imagine that she's just like laughing a bit, and that's what gives it away. Yeah. Yes,
What's so
I'll.
funny? What's so funny?
It's
Did I
unnecessary. I already paid off the
What?
debt.
What? What? Viper just
yeah.
looks speechless at you.
You'll be surprised how much of a bill how ordering Is It brand fireworks can go for.
Hey, they covered
You
it.
mean-
And we took it from the carnival, so it wasn't hers, it was Cractus's.
He just very much quickly gets 2 tankards of meat he remembered you like, and he just kind of bows it like, thank you so much.
If you need any faxing, literally just call us. We are I think we're one of the small amount of guildholds that actually have them. Which I still
Viper is
think-
legit bowing his head at you, Christophine. Like, he is trying to hold back tears. You can tell he was panicked by this for a while.
And that is why I made light of the situation, young one. Because at some point, the payoff is great.
You don't need to pay any more for the drinks. It's on me.
Tommy?
Eh? You may have seconds.
He then prepares us another special tankard for Christophine. You can tell this one is one of his more expensive tankards. Like, there are gems on it.
Is it something inspired by family memories yesterday?
No, not necessarily, but if you want, maybe. If you want the reference, it's there.
What happened last time with holding drink?
The tankard that just fills up again.
Oh yeah, that one.
It doesn't necessarily look like it, but it probably looks like a reference to it.
Oh yeah, I have a coffee.
Because
thing
the
with
law
that
of
for
continuity in that dimension prohibits it. Even a singular item can break the law of space-time.
Cheers,
Hey.
then.
Give enough time and ideas. You cannot quit. Only.
Oh wait. Thank you, Viper, for letting me bring Amber and Todd inside the building this time.
Oh, it's fine. I'm used to handling dogs. He chuckles for a second.
Your
You know,
customers,
we're
I
gonna get the
presume.
title, right?
Oh, you could say that, yeah. He looks a little nervous as you ask. Unless you
Yeah.
want to roll insight to see what he's hiding.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh god, you're just gonna pry him open for every secret.
You
Yeah,
keep
pretty
letting us
much.
roll insight!
I leave it as an option. I don't necessarily need you to. But god,
Yeah,
you
but
guys
it's
bite
more
every
fun to
opportunity. Okay,
21, huh?
Josephine, you can kind of tell when he meant by dog, he didn't necessarily mean animals.
Oh yeah, that's why I said some of your customers, I take it?
And when he said not necessarily, you kind of can draw the conclusion from that.
So I realized it sounds like he's my dog.
He laughs nervously as he mentions it and bangs the counter to try and cover it up with a very shitty deception roll.
I do hope to.
I think he just starts bursting out in laughter.
He falls over, but the best part is because of the nat 1, it gets worse. You immediately hear as he laughs, a door bangs open from upstairs as he immediately is choking, saying, "Oh fuck!" As Ochidi comes stopping down and legitimately just is glaring down at him, going, "Dogs, huh?" And just is glaring at Viper. As everyone just kind of gets the implication, you can hear very subtle background laughter that's not even fourth wall breaking.
Oh my god.
You really should make these walls thicker.
I haven't gotten the construction deed yet.
Someone's gonna look over at Chidi. Viper is a really nice man. You're lucky.
She kind of purrs and says, "Thanks, love."
Hello.
She just kind of picks him and going, "If you need him, I'm going to have a bit of a word with him upstairs. All of you, please enjoy your meal," as he's being dragged upstairs by the collar.
Oh wait, I had something for him actually.
Mate, I tell him, I also may require her some time alone with you as well later. I may have something you're interested
Wait, Ochidi or Viper?
in. After all,
He tries to
They're
wave,
friendly.
but he's being dragged in by the collar. You hear a door slam as there is a lot of shouting upstairs.
that's too bad.
But it's very muffled, so you can't quite hear it.
I had some very special business in fact.
But,
I mean, you can
As you
still.
can kind of see, the grin on Victor's face turns a little creepier than usual.
You're
I like-
Victor. You can do what you want. Doesn't matter if someone's busy.
Yeah, but this is call it a business transaction. After all, as a
by
father,
the way, you find a note on the table that Viper managed to write with magic with like a prestidigitation, and just kind of, it's right in regards to me saying, help yourself to the tap. It's on me.
Okay, let's get as much industrial grade alcohol as possible. I need this for my lab.
Fills up tankard, chugs it down, repeat.
Question, okay, how much do you guys drink and how many, just question, how much would you say you guys drink? Because I'm debating on making you roll constitution saves.
Oh, I'm not drinking. I'm storing.
Oh.
Oh,
Rule 1 of the Recto Circus. Take what you can get.
12. That's my answer.
You're pretty hammered, Christophine. Like, you are laughing at something that isn't even there.
so Will
Like,
does not.
chuckling at something that no one else quite understands is even funny.
So Will is not going to drink, but I got a question for you, Andrew. Tommy's reaction to both wolves picking them up and playing with them.
If any of them eat him, I will set you on fire. But have fun!
But
They're not
question, how much, there are exactly 5 tankards available behind the counter. Do you empty all of them?
Let's see. How long does it? Let's see.
There are like 5 kegs behind the table. Do you empty all
It's
of them?
gonna take me 10 minutes, seeing as I'm going to be making a relatively big travel cart.
What?
Oh. Oh
In other
no.
words, I am casting Fabricate.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
I first fabricate a cart. I basically take a couple minutes to fabricate a cart. You know, just like a nice cart that has like a nice giant barrel attachment to it. I fill her up. And then I animate it to life. And then I cast Phantom Steed, which I do need to double check. Okay, I will need to roll for that one, but it shouldn't be that hard, honestly. Nisium devices. Let's see. And sorry, Steed. This is the thing I love being a wizard late game. It's so fucking useful. Ah, there we are. Okay. So after animating the cart, I cast Phantom Steed on it so it can pull the cart, and so to make sure the cart is.
Why'd you do the alcohol then? Jesus.
Hello, is it a laboratory? Any expense that I can cut, I'm going to enjoy taking advantage of. Also, explosives. Duh. After all, remember what Jace told us. There are things on the horizon. I'm gonna need all the chemicals I can get.
Funny enough,
I
though,
need
as
an
Viper
excuse
kind of
to
comes
invent
back
the Molotov
with...
bomb.
Funny enough, you kind of hear someone coming back down the stairs as Viper kind of comes back his collar all looking very ruffled, and he looks like he's been kind of bitten through the ringer a bit.
I only took one barrel. I'm gonna say that to the DM. I'm only taking one barrel, I'm not a monster. But I'm going
Taking
to
one
enjoy
keg.
it. Yeah, I take
Crespine
one.
is splayed out on one of the tables because there's no couch down here.
He kind of immediately waves a finger as you see the mysterious couch-looking thing known as a beanbag chair.
Oh,
And it's a
my God.
massive one.
I am still on the table.
He kind of just looks at you and just kind of shrugs. Wouldn't be the first.
Meanwhile, secretly just using send message to the horse. Yeah, take what we got so far. Send. Also, tell my son he's doing a good job, and that I'll be out for an extra night longer than expected.
He kind of looks to the one empty keg, and as he sort of knocks on it, you kind of hear swishing as immediately it's full again.
I do not feel guilty.
I didn't think you did. He then just
As
kind
the
of
horse
he cleans himself up a bit, tries to straighten out his attire. So, how many
Meanwhile-
rooms should I be preparing for you guys?
I'm okay with my children in one room with me.
Okay, 3 rooms, 4 rooms. He looks confusedly at Silvermill and the rest
Oh,
of his
I have
character,
my
whose
own
name I'm
room.
forgetting.
I'm just gonna call him Zuko for now.
It's Cheval.
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 We both have the same shtick.
He looks at Cheval and Silvermill, Josephine, and Victor, and just goes, how many rooms should I be preparing? 2, 4, 3?
All of them.
Let's go with 4.
It's 4 or 5, that's all.
He chuckles a bit. 4 will do then. Do you need any special accommodations for your pets, familiars?
They're gonna sleep on the bed with me.
I keep my children close.
Understood. He kind of goes upstairs, and in like a few seconds he kind of just comes back down, nearly seeming to almost teleport for a second from back behind the counter. Your rooms are ready, as he puts like 4 keys down on the table.
Okay.
Sora's actually gonna pump up his doggos a little bit as he pets them. Like, he looks extra fluffy now.
Okay,
Well-
help you get the angel.
Want help? I can help. Well,
Yeah, 'cause sure as hell I ain't gonna be able to carry her on my own.
Allow
So-
me. He kind of
so-
holds a hand as immediately Josephine is lifted up by a Bigby's hand.
Okay, good. He totally believed it. Meanwhile, secretly remembers he has gauntlets of ogre strength.
yeah.
Handy.
He just kind of immediately, very carefully puts Josephine on one of the more like high quality, more expensive beds in the place.
But
Like
I
you
feel
could
she's
tell,
Sorry,
Josephine's too drunk to tell that is legitimately like higher quality Celestian cashmere.
I think when you say this, I'm gonna look over at Cheval and look over at Viper. I think Cheval might want to have a round or two with somebody, though. Knowing,
That'll
Thing
cost
out.
a little extra.
5 gold tossed over.
He looks at the Orzovian Xenos and then just kind of whistles. As a few of his more mid-range girls kind of are standing at attention.
Cheval.
Oh yeah, Presley ain't here, so
Yeah.
We
Tell me
will
why
leave
we keep
that
that
to be
muscle.
determined.
He just kind of picks one and just kind of takes her in, and you can tell there's immediately some busy stuff with a bit of screaming.
Oh, God.
From who?
You can't quite
Jamal,
tell
the
if
girl,
it's
or-
out of. You can't quite tell if it's out of horror or pleasure, because
Oh,
you
it must. Oh, I get it. It must be Frederick.
Probably.
could. Oh God. This is worse than what I was expecting. Anyways, so you guys stay the night. You guys get all the benefits of a long rest, and
I do wish to do one thing though before the night ends, as everyone else goes to bed.
does anyone else have any down times before the night's over? Chris Nick is out cold drunk.
I quickly would like to talk to Viper alone.
He kind of is in his office sorting through the paperwork, kind of going through other stuff as his office is kind of still open.
I would like to send your guild a message.
The Rakdos Circus?
We know
Could've
who
just
we're
gone-
talking about. And you don't have to hide it. We're both men of intellect. I have some information that I would like to send. Because I think something might be coming.
Alright.
How much... Tell me, how often do you get information from Jace himself?
Oh, I try to avoid him if I can.
How would you feel if I said I was able to get some juicy information?
I'm listening.
How much would you... What would you say your guild is willing to pay? Or at least offer?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Materials. Bodies.
I think we can pull a few strings.
I
Especially
also
at this
would-
Rakdos branch, it shouldn't be hard.
But of course, I will need some steady streams of things. By the way, I'll also need one thing in particular.
No?
I would like your help keeping something a bit hush-hush. You seem like a good
That-
chap.
Well, I guess it is my specialty here at the Viper's Nest.
I'm looking for more recruits for my lab. More particularly, specialized individuals.
From...
Let's just say people who are well versed in knowledge of the arcane variety, and may or may not be looking for a safe haven. After all, I want the world's best in writing. And with what I'm offering, I think the warning in advance is gonna be well worth it. And I'm
I'll
not
see what I can do, but I'll definitely see what I can work out as he offers his hand in agreement.
very well.
Do you shake his hand?
I shake his hand and pull out an encoded thought.
Okay.
One of the meeting with Jace. More particularly about the threat on the horizon. That can be used to leverage things in their favor if needed.
Very well then, I'll see what I can do.
Oh yeah, by the way, make sure only very few people in your guild have access to this. If what I am predicting is true, there's gonna be something a lot worse on the horizon than just a petty guild fight or two. Keep your eyes sharp. And your blade sharper.
Kind of looks to his dagger and just kind of sheathes it.
Trust me, I say. If what I've been researching on the horizon of these strange phenomena is true, we may be looking at something far beyond just the simple petty squabbles of a city on par with that of a continent.
I've learned some strange magics over the years. But if even Niv-Mizzet is busy, even more than usual, and is willing to even permit my research to go for this much even chase, there's something coming, and we all need to be ready.
Well, let's hope that all the greatest things we have are enough, and that we can save as much as we can.
Thank you. Also, this is more of a personal matter. Perchance, do you know where that one lampooner lives?
Oh, well, are you talking about the one... Oh, I'm sorry, there are a lot of lampooners that come here, and they are very annoying.
From the show we visited not too long ago. I'm feeling a bit cold tonight, and could feel like setting a good, nice, warm body.
I think it was, Jim.
Ah, Jim. What an excellent name to hear scream.
I honestly didn't like him very much.
Oh, don't worry, you won't have to like him.
If I remember correctly, he called Ochiti... He mentioned Ochiti constantly smells like wet dog.
Oh, good. That was a clever pun.
If you do end up, having a talk with him, give him my regards.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be a very one-sided conversation.
And he just kind of reaches under the counter and pulls out a very red-looking dagger with a Rachnos insignia. Give him a little touch of this.
I think I know where this is going. An excellent use.
Just tap the side twice.
Ooh.
As
On
you tap
him?
the side twice, you immediately notice the blade turns red hot.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, you know where my night's going. Have fun with that.
Give Jim my regards and tell him to go to hell. Or rather, Raktivus's anus.
I'll improve upon it.
Hey! Andrew, question.
Does anyone else have any downtime before we reach the end of the scene?
That's what I'm doing right now. Hey!
Okay,
Andrew,
great.
Questions. What are your surface thoughts?
Which who's?
Andrews!
Oh,
Victor.
yay, I get to do it. Wait, don't I get a saving throw actually?
No, that's only if I delve deeper.
Oh! Man, I thought there was a saving throw.
Nope, as a DM who is running a Cosmic Horror campaign, Detect Thoughts is really fun.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell me what your thoughts are. Your surface thoughts, at least. For Victor.
No one makes fun.
No one
So
makes fun.
No one makes fun of my family.
Thorvald smiles very pleased at hearing that as you go upstairs with Amber and Todd.
Funny enough, you kind of hear another message in your head, Andrew, that's kind of playing directly from Viper. I understand the issue about family. You can understand why I gave you the knife. He insulted mine.
Thorvald stops because I feel like they're still in the head and hears that and looks over at Viper.
Do you
Well,
want
they're
wanna
in a
play out
different
the
room in his
entire-
office.
question? Do you want to play out this entire scene, or just rather just have it kind of fast forward? We all know where this is going. I have
I'm honestly wanting to fast forward it, but honestly, if you want to play through it, I'm good either way.
I will just fast forward with you would be surprised how fun invisibility plus arsonism can be. Let's just say in the morning his tent is on fire, and his body is nowhere to be found.
So you all wake up in the Viper's Nest, completely refreshed.
Ah, they say justice isn't dead. Well, it involves it.
Josephine, roll me a Constitution save.
Is this for hangover?
Yes.
I
Don't
think
roll one.
Don't roll a 1.
15.
Yeah,
16.
you're fine. Actually, you're a little more well built than most. From what you got out of the tankard last night, you actually come out just fine compared to the average human.
Oh, because I'm not a human. I'm an angel.
Josephine?
I'm not... Funny enough, I think it's because of the extra mass of your wings that allowed you to process the alcohol better.
Josephine, what do you give your thoughts right now?
Because
This is the
bigger
next
you are,
morning.
The better you process it.
I know. I want to know what your thoughts are in the morning. That's what before usually.
Oh, well,
Thinking-
that was a good night.
It was.
Cheval joins the party with a large lap mark on his face. He looks very tired.
You had fun last night, Cheval?
He gives you a death glare.
It is so sweet, isn't it?
Oh, wait till Presley hears about this.
I gotta sit with the child of this one.
Please get. It sucks that he left the session early, but God, when he finds out, it's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah. Fun fact. Just for reference, when it comes to my characters, unless I state explicitly, do not do anything sexual with them.
Yeah, that's what I
Victor,
figured.
even Victor is surprisingly not into prostitutes.
Same with Solomel here as well. That's why the first night that happened, plants everywhere.
Yep.
That's why you
Oh
did
my God, it was even funnier. It just kind of is poetic irony in the case of Cheval. It's just poetic irony.
And Silver got his little vengeance.
I know, which makes it even better.
Yep.
All part of the plan.
Silver was smiling happily as he eats breakfast.
You immediately are greeted with a masterclass breakfast of scrambled eggs, bacon, and the such. Viper is even cooking pancakes.
Holy shit, I haven't seen those in years.
One question, do you have coffee cake?
Hmm?
You have coffee cake?
Could you... He immediately kind of reaches under and pulls out like a whole steaming pan of it, like fresh out of the oven.
Thank you.
Oh wait, it's a new day. Time for a new card.
Silver just happily eats the cinnamon, basically.
He takes up a large platter and carries it upstairs. You kind of hear purrs and the such upstairs, vaguely. But you can figure out what's going on.
You know, Rakdos may be considered by most to be homicidal, insane, murderous, bloodthirsty, creative, arsonist, also bloodthirsty again.
But they know
This
their
is all
pattern.
true. But we also know Ken. And
Yeah, Viper just kind of is smiling as you mentioned family as he's coming back down and just kind of finishing up in the kitchen.
The only little family I have is the pack I grew up with, Amber and Tadia. Keep out.
well, like I always say, family isn't always just your blood. It's what you make out of it.
You, literally. And I see how much you love
He
them.
then just kind of goes toward the table and says, "Enjoying your meal?"
Yes.
Of course.
My coffee
After all,
cake.
Ben's a dish best served cold. I prefer mine steaming hot in the morning and in the afternoon. So, I say it, right?
Glad you like it. I imagine
happy.
you're fully refreshed to take care of business for the day then?
You should be. Also,
Indeed.
I'm
Quick
happy
question.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever have to return that dagger?
Oh, no. If you want, you could keep it, but I will take it back if you don't want it.
I personally would like to know what type of dagger that is.
It is a dagger of fire damage.
Oh, so it's a dagger
Offspring is the
that
DM.
literally sets fire? Oh, okay.
And it
so
has
it's
a
dag-
Rakdos brand.
Okay, so it's literally a dagger that does fire damage.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is actually on par with my brand.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
Besides, I have at least a dozen more.
Oh, wait, before we leave, I'm gonna quickly do something with Silvermel by putting a massive tip on Viper's table. Like 50 gold worth.
You already paid. You don't need to
Nope.
pay anymore.
Silvermel stops him. Let me quickly say it. This right here. I appreciate a man who likes their family. And I want this to go to your family and help them out. I hope you understand that. I respect you.
He is choking up for a bit as you've mentioned it. Of course. Right. He slowly takes it, is just pocketing it, and just putting it behind the counter. Anything else you guys need?
No, we're fine. May you and your family prosper, and may they be safe.
Ah, man, this feels good.
I need to step out of character for a second. God, I forget how wholesome you guys can get it. It completely catches me off guard every time.
I keep forgetting how good. I forget how much in character I go when I become Victor. I forget how bloodthirsty I am at the drop of a hat. Is this what it's gonna be like to be playing my other character? Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. Anyway, so
Awesome.
Christophine, do you need anything else before you leave the Viper's Nest, or are you all prepared?
Victor, as we exit Viper's house,
The
Sylvia-
Viper's Nest is the name of the inn.
the Viper's Nest, Silvermel's gonna give you like a Celestian Charm in your back pocket real quick, as stealthy as you
Oh,
can.
what?
The Celestian Charm. Remember, that's one of the things I can do per day.
Oh, right.
I think it dissipates the last. Oh wait, do you get multiple?
Yeah, I can get multiple.
Yeah, I think for me I can only make one per day, right? And even then, I think
The
it.
charms I don't think
usually-
decay at all.
Yeah, I remember for mine, I make my charms, but it takes time.
Like I get
Yeah.
my charms. I think it's with me. I get my charms from the Celestian group. I have to do some deeds, and then I can basically use them. So I'm giving
Yeah,
you
I
one
think-
of my charms.
Okay.
And then
I think
Technicolor just
I'll-
goes, I don't think I can accept this. I'm sorry, you've
No,
all
I'm
been so
giving it,
generous.
no. I'm giving the charm to Victor, not Viper.
Okay, I was like a little worried. I was like, please don't try to tip him. You'd probably die from a heartache.
I already gave him the 50 gold.
Yeah, no, he already is like looking at that and he's just like, that is so much.
What can I say? Victor likes people who appreciate family. That's why he really likes Victor. And I really like Viper too. Both of them appreciate family.
Well, to Viper, the brothel is his family.
Exactly. And he appreciates the family that he has. So that's why he did this.
Anyways, he immediately is just like kind of tidying up everything. You could tell, I just want to point out one detail. Christophine and the rest of you who had weapons that had to be stashed at the door, they look polished off and sharpened.
Nice.
Well, I just had gun machines.
Nice.
Ah. As I just start flicking around the Rakdos dagger. Ah,
Silver's gonna quickly whisper something to Victor because I'm pretty sure Victor did not notice first. Enjoy the charm in the back. And I heard you might need it. And Silver just slowly walks past Victor for a hot second, waiting outside for the rest of the party to finish up.
interesting. Usually the voices inside my head are more, what's the word, vague? Yeah, I'll take it.
Do you check your back pocket then for it?
Yep.
You see the Celestian Charm, one of the things you need for your experiments.
Wait. As soon as I see the Celestian Charm, I immediately start. I kind of like pause for a brief moment, staring at this charm, and staring at Tommy, and we both stare at this charm. we think. And I just simply say, we just need stage 5. Almost there.
Just new stage 5. Yay!
We shall be.
Yes. It will be done. Others will not be in vain. Will prove that even greater. That I worth it.
So, goblin or crab first?
Let's see. Which do you think would blow over quicker? Personally, I don't care what happens to him, as I have my own shit to take care of. When it comes to my lab, and honestly, isn't he a fugitive? So I think.
And he's a Rakdos ringleader dying at a Rakdos carnival.
Oh no, I was talking about the goblin.
Oh, I think
Both
That too.
either would blow off
Rakdos
quickly,
really
but
goes.
Rakdos always blows off quicker.
It'd be better to
True,
do
it literally is a joke.
I mean, even some non-Rakdos dying at a Rakdos event gets blown over quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Valid point.
I'm pretty sure all of us are whispering this so Achidi doesn't hear.
Oh yeah, no. Did you guys leave the nest already, or are you guys still talking at the table?
Oh yeah, fuck no, I wouldn't mention this around her.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying, if you're missing in there, we probably should whisper. If not, we are out the fucking door.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Victor can't whisper for the life of him.
So yeah, we're out the door already walking.
Okay.
What are my sons doing?
Does Tommy want to ride on Amber for a bit?
I look at Tommy. Okay, fine. Tommy proceeds to sit his tiny button.
Amber happily just has Tommy on her back, just enjoying it, and Todd just looks down a little bit sad because they aren't giving it as much attention. It's okay, Todd. Next time.
Okay, so you all leave. So
Yep.
where do you guys go after first?
Want to roll a dice in odds or evens to choose which one?
I'd
mean-
say that's an apt metaphor for rock, paper, scissors, but I'd say...
You guys want to decide as a party, or what? Like, I know Presley's here.
I would say let the angel choose. After all, it's God's will.
So what do you choose?
As Victor just smiles awkwardly.
Fuck is a god?
It's something I read in a book. Apparently, like, there's this one place where literally they believe in something so hard they think it's real, and then it actually becomes real. I'm thinking of trying to make a similar project.
But Christine, which one do you think we should go first?
The choice. Dun dun dun.
Sam? Okay.
Samuel, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting on you.
Could you repeat?
Everyone's deciding on which of the two routes of who to kill to go on.
I am voting Crab, because Crab will just blow over because Rakdos.
One vote for Crab.
Okay, so crab it shall be. I'm hungry.
Grab first then, and then later, Goblin.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
You vaguely
Okay.
remember when you mentioned the goblin that they were the one who wrestled their roommate upon a condom zeppelin that crashed into a building next door to yours, Victor?
It's a shame.
Thankfully, your
great
building was
balloon.
completely unharmed in the accident.
It was a shame. It was a really good balloon.
Oh, wait, Victor. Why does
Any
your
condoms were broken to make that balloon.
It's like the birth rate in the Celestian Charm.
Oh God, no!
No,
No!
not really true there. To be honest, most of them are actually trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
Or at least they did around me.
But negative charisma.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, I have negative charisma. What about it?
No. I mean, I'm making the. No. I'm just pointing out. Keep in mind, Victor has negative charisma.
So do I. I have -1.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, just like the amount of smooth talking death threats and really, really bad jokes he makes.
Okay.
He looks really fucking creepy when he does them.
I understood. But Hector, good question. Why do you use fruits as messages sometimes when you laugh?
Yeah, I got the idea after when I was sitting under a tree and an apple fell on my head.
You had it writing on it when it fell on your head?
Yeah, it kind of just came to me. Both the apple and the idea.
Fair
I feel
enough.
like something to do with jogging the memory. Also, it's just really fun. You should try it sometime.
I'm pretty sure I might accidentally react and cast something, and next thing you know, most of the lab will be full tree.
Yeah, that happened 3 weeks ago. You're fine.
Victor, roll a dexterity save.
Why am I getting an apple from my associate?
Also, good question. Actually, no.
Okay, an apple hits you square in the face, but from an unknown origin.
To me, Richard, it's no longer an apple because I'm reaction casting plant growth as the apple is.
It's
sticking
not
to
a
the
reaction
core.
spell.
Did you just turn it into a whole ass tree?
But it's not a reaction spell.
I know.
Okay, good. I was just gonna say, did you legit change to a tree? Because I would have killed him.
Yeah, although that would be
Midnight, a tree. You realize that would have killed him.
Not
Outright,
necessarily.
rushed by a tree.
Not necessarily, indeed. But still,
Straight up, that would kill him.
I check if the apple has a message or if it was just some random asshole.
It was just an apple.
But still, after the apple lands on the ground, just tree.
But it is, in fact, a green apple.
Richard, I'm still using the spell slot, so after it lands on the ground, it turns to a tree.
The ground pavement is now busted, as there is now a tree there.
Not my fault.
Like, there is a few Azorius guards that walk up to you and go, "Excuse me, what is this?"
An apple tree?
I think it is a tree. Green
Yes,
apple?
but why? They can tell you cast magic on it, and now it is breaking the road pavement.
I'm more concerned about the apple.
Another apple falls on your head as 5 new ones grew where that one went.
Genius.
It's perfect speaking of homeless. Is that not an issue?
Yeah, but you did it in the middle
The guards
of the tree.
point at the broken road pavement.
Okay, fine. We'll solve this the easy way. I pull out the fire knife and I stab the tree.
The tree is now on fire, and the guards are concerned.
Give it a moment. It'll eventually
The
burn
guards
down.
immediately are just super worried as the knife you're holding has the Rakdos insignia bright and brandished on it.
At the
Sir,
same
where did
time,
you
as
get
they
that?
noticed,
Sir, he's a part of the Raptor Circus. Is there an issue with that?
He immediately pulls out some cuffs.
not a part of the Rakdos Circus. I'm part of the Is It. I just so happen to have a lot of people who are associated with the Rakdos also working my lab, as well as her division, your division, as I just point out all my associates and people trying to arrest us. I am merely just burning the tree, since it's in the middle of the road, no one is in here now, and we'll just simply fix the road. I know how to shape stone. Rule 1 of being a researcher. Scientific critical thinking.
The guard is kind of looking
Crespine-
rather confused.
Crispine is just walking towards the carnival still.
Yeah, I'm just
They just kind of take one look at the carnival, and then they look at Christopher walking toward it, then they look at you guys, and they see the burning tree, and one of the two of them just goes, honestly, I don't think we signed up for this much in a day. I think we're just gonna go back and follow that one lead. Indeed.
Wow.
This is unprecedented.
A tree for
You made a goddamn pair of Azorius cops decide, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Oh yeah, literally you combine, I'm two of the most fucking unpredictable field offspring.
The only thing that would make it worse is if he was Simic as well.
Oh god.
Get underwater at least. Sometimes.
I can imagine now, like, a Celestian grows the tree, Simic transmutes the tree into a ginormous monster, and then you...
Cracker, set it on fire.
Yeah, exactly. A burning
Too many
of
colors
that's
in that fire.
constantly generating more than being hurt.
Anyways, so as the tree is now nothing but ash and the road pavement is slowly being like filled in, Christophine, you entered the tent and everyone else follows.
Yes.
Ah, God, I love magic.
I didn't mean to cast that moment, but it got funny.
Oh god, I realized there's some incontinuity. Fixing. There we go. I was like, crap, there's two of you. Shit.
Yeah, it's okay. I've cloned more people in the past.
So, Victor, you ready to cause an accident?
At a Rakdos Carnival, do I really need to do anything?
It needs to look like an accident.
Yeah, as I stated, this is a Rakdos Carnival. When do you think I need to
Just
try?
guarantee the accident at the very least.
Okay, fine. Jeez, people.
Hold on,
Like you
I'm
don't
gonna-
trust my explosives.
Hold on, I'm gonna quit the
So,
door.
I want to point
Sorry.
something out. There is a door right here that does say restricted, but so far, oddly enough, there's no guards or anything at the door except the occasional imps running around.
To me, I'm gonna quickly go over to Victor real quick. You know, we could just probably set something up as soon as they try to argue audience participation.
That's only a 9 to try and open the door.
The door is very sturdy. Like, you can tell that it is chained down, actually.
Oh my goodness, people. You are not thinking. Pulls out knife. Done.
Funny enough, as you stab the knife into the chain actually breaks off, but the door is still locked.
Yeah. Step 2. Once you remove the chain, puts the knife blade in between the door.
You hear a click as you can tell, like, the locking mechanism broke.
Ta-da!
The door just kind of, is, like, loose at this point. Like, you can tell, like, there is no opening and closing. You have legit cut off the two mechanisms with the glowing knife.
Now let's go in.
Should we kick it down since you broke it, or should we just leave it?
It's supposed to be an accident, so I can't make that much noise. As I stare over with air quotes, staring at the angel.
So everyone just
It's
opens
what
up the door
Victor
slightly.
asked for, not me.
So everyone just slightly opens the door.
As immediately you see a hall and an indication for about a bit of a fork in the road.
So everyone's gonna knock an arrow right into his bow and prepare to go in.
And as we go, I repair the door, not enough to fix, but I repair the door using mending. And then make sure it's unlocked. But I'm not that stupid. Of course I'm gonna make it at least a little easier for us to get out.
Question, which way do you go? Forward or to the right?
I'm going right here if everybody else catches up.
I'm just setting up the door to make it look like it's still locked, but in actuality it can be kicked in easily.
Alright, which way do you guys want to go? Left or straight?
See, Chris has been going left. They're probably saying left.
Alright.
We have an exit strategy, and I made sure no one can obviously see that we are in. God, thank God I'm not in. This is sad. This is like the perfect mission for Presley's character, and he can't come in. Also because he's probably watching over me trying to prevent it from eating a small child.
Probably. What's happening? Yeah.
Being away.
Let's use that as the excuse today. Meep is very distracting.
Hey, quick question.
Yes?
Who do you think they store the explosives? Because I want that crab to not exist and be
Probably everywhere. Although we did take a bunch of them last time, so no.
How much
Trying to
alcohol do you have in
open
your-
gate.
Why do you think I got the alcohol?
Anybody else need-
Okay. You can tell this door is kind of held back by quite a few crates.
Is it a push or a pull?
It's a push.
You want me to pick the lock again? Pulls up the knife.
No, hold on.
Do you guys want to assist another athletics check?
Sure, I'll
Look at the lock.
let's just give like Sam advantage.
Alright.
Any extra assists will add +2.
Hey,
Both my
Tommy.
rolls are two then.
Ever break a door before?
So that's advantage plus 4 so far.
Okay,
25.
let's go.
You managed one. Okay, you know what? How do you want to break the door down?
Just lean into it and just shove forward.
With all of your combined strength, you manage to push the door forward. A few boxes topple over, as immediately you are greeted with a very large scene.
Oh no!
Hang on a second.
Oh yes.
Good thing I still have my arrow not to my bow.
And this is where Victor reviews his spell list and thinks about what should he use today.
Cauldron, 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 cauldron.
It would be easy, but then it would get in the way of our friend here being able to skin someone alive.
It's supposed to look like an accident, though.
Yes, but I have a more fun way to cause an accident.
Oh no. Oh no.
As here's the thing, I have been experimenting,
Oh no.
and I may or may not have a very fun idea.
Dragon.
Maybe.
Dragon.
That's
AKA the
already-
spell that I can't wait to use in Planeswalker campaign, even more than my custom spell that I made just to summon a Hydra.
Good lord.
What?
And as soon as I actually be spelled to summon the marshal, so you can summon humans.
Oh, that actually is a thing.
Oh, did they? Oh yeah, they actually
Yeah,
made that. now.
It's part of the UA. Part of the new UA. It's associated with Deck and Many Things style.
Oh,
Right.
hold on.
Spells.
Hold on. I now need to add this to my spell list for the future.
Summon marshal.
God, Deck of Many Things, also a fun card.
Deck of Many Things is an amazing. Yeah, it's
Do you want me to read off the thing for you, Andrew?
Oh wait, oh yeah, it's not in here yet. My bad. Yeah.
Do it. Read it off, please.
Just have to pull it up.
And this gives you time to set things up.
Yeah. So the spell is summon Warrior Spirit. You need a gilded playing card depicting a knight worth at least 300 GP. You call forth a Warrior Spirit from the legendary Deck of Many Things. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the Warrior Spirit stat block. When you cast a spell, choose a type of warrior: barbarian, fighter, or monk. The warrior resembles a humanoid, armed appropriately to the chosen class, which determines class traits in the stat block. When the warrior disappears when it drops to 0 hit points, or when the spell ends. Yada yada. It can make a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. Either Reckless Strike with Barbarian, spell attack modifier to hit with advantage, 1 hit, D12 plus 3 plus spell level slashing damage, and then advantage is made against the warrior. Rallying Strike for fighter, either melee or range, D6 plus 3 plus spell level, and the warrior can choose another creature within 20 feet, and that creature gains 1d6 temp HP. Monk, D4 plus 3 plus spell level, and target must succeed strength save, or be knocked prone, and then it can Flurry of Blows, make one more unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Double checking, is it just Warrior Spirit that was made, or was there a Summon Caster one as well?
There is not, but there is the Reaper Spirit as well.
Oh, okay. Let me...
I like the fact that now you can summon the humanoids technically is summon warrior.
Okay, can I let the record show that now we are officially getting to the territory where literally making a Yu-Gi-Oh campaign has become viable?
Yes, yes it is. Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
like I based Nemesis off of how I play Magic, which is green, which is tribal with big creatures.
I kind of just like energy. I like energy attacks. They're fun. I'm basically pets.
Meanwhile, the Rovia, the way I made Rovia is just for, hey, I want to be a chaotic little shit once.
Wait, it just occurred to me, I am just the Borderlands gun system. I have shock, I have lightning, I have fire, I have acid, and technically, if you want to count poison as iridium.
Literally, you have psychic certain abilities.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm literally just a gun from Borderlands. As a person.
And actually, how would you describe me, Andrew, for my character, Barovi?
I haven't gotten to play with them yet, so I can't get a good enough feel yet. All I know is it is a painfully good... What happens? You're Dulcin. You're basically Dulcin as far as combat is concerned.
But what?
Okay, you know that one dude from Street Fighter who can, like, stretch his arms and stuff?
Small bit?
Yeah, like, your combat style is basically Dulcin. You are martial arts with reach.
Also with an Echo, which also has reach thanks to how Echoes work with attacking.
You are basically Dulcin.
Okay, got it.
Hey!
I might just leave this as the cliffhanger, but I'll show you definitely what you guys are up against. Ready? So, as you all finally bust open the door to see what's going on, immediately you are welcome. You break the silence between many large, intimidating faces. Should be revealed now. On each side, the ringmaster has one of the very large riot giant bouncers. but he appears to be talking to a master of cruelties. As he immediately is interrupted by all of you breaking in. The ringmaster looks confused. What are you lot doing? Isn't this... Hey, we're not taking backstage people yet. What is going on here?
We're here to take from you your head.
He takes a minute to register, but he remembers you. Oh god, not another Orzovian debt collector. Didn't we already pay them off? Isn't it Ochidi you're after?
Ochiti, you mean the woman who you put your name on your debt?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Should she have paid you off already?
Do you know where the angels come from?
Who has time for those feathery chicken women? As like the bouncers kind of chuckle a bit.
Wings fully extend.
Oh.
500 years in the Boros. Old habits die hard.
And
I proceed to use the electric coils on my Mizuno device to play the haunting theme music that roasted him last time.
And on that, I'm gonna probably leave a cliffhanger, because, God, you caught him dead red-handed with all the other stuff. As the next encounter is probably gonna have a lot more carnies, but I threw in a master of cruelties.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
did.
that's gonna make things hard.
God, that's gonna be painful.
Oh yes, it will. But I have ideas.
I mean, you know what the master of cruelties is specialized at, right?
no.
Unfortunately.
Do you mind if I just, like, I won't look it up mid-session, but do you mind if I just take a look at the stat block between sessions?
I'll just give you a hint with the card, honestly. With the magic card itself, when the master of cruelties deals damage to you, it reduces you to 1 hit point.
Yeah, nasty.
It's
Is that
gross.
for like one turn?
You know what's
or-
even worse? Using it alongside Kalia. Because when Kalia attacks, you can put it down for free, and if it hits, upon it like attacking again, it has to be attacking. And remember, it only ever attacks alone, because a master of cruelty only attacks on its own. But with Kalia, because it comes in attacking, it can still trigger the effect, and then Kalia would kill you, which is even more disgusting. Because Kalia. $200 commander there, ladies and gentlemen. $200. I need to double check the price, because I remember Kalia was around that much. How much is Kalia now? Anyways, that's going to be the cliffhanger for today. Thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed it, chat. There was a lot of wholesomeness, a bit of murder, and, you know, just another day at the Rakdos Circus in Ravnica.
Yep.
Hopefully next Wednesday we can meet up to another Ravnica.
Oh, I hope so, because, man, my schedule is murderous. Otherwise, we have to get up at the ass crack of dawn.
Anyway, see you, chat. Maybe next time we run, Richard will be on his own channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, because I didn't show my channel this time around, because honestly, if you saw my DM screen, you'd think it was a schizophrenic mess.
See you, Twitch.
Farewell, Twitch.